Elon Musk showed up to the Oval Office today with the black eye, and apparently that is due to him getting into.
I can't believe we actually got news like this today. The girlies are fighting even more now. Can you believe it? It's gotten so bad. There is video of the muskrat with a black eye. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody has actually punched.
Hey my people, Gracie here once again, welcoming you back to the channel. I hope that from wherever you my lovelies are watching this from, you're doing alright and God has protected you and preserved you very well. I appreciate all of you that keep supporting. To the generous souls that give me super thanks and super chats, thank you so very much. Big shout out to my members. Thank you very much for choosing to be part of the membership team on here. Yes, we have another interesting episode to look at today. Yesterday, looks like Elon, showed up for the press conference with a black eye, and he was asked what happened, and he jokingly blamed it on his son. Right. And Americans are here with hilarious reactions you won't believe. But man, back then, when I was a kid, and in the room there's something that is stinky, someone passed out some gas, right? And there's a kid in the room, and they'll be like, "What's going on?" They'll be like, "Oh, Gracie, get out of here! You're the one that is passing gas here. Just watch this, come back and talk about it. Do me a favor. Like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel as well. Let me know what you think."
So Elon Musk was just spotted with a black eye inside the Oval Office after reports that he got into a physical fight with Trump's Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. The Daily Mail had reported that Elon Musk's swift departure from Doge in the White House was escalated by an outburst that turned violent, according to none other than Steve Bannon, who said that Elon Musk physically shoved the 62-year-old Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent after he was confronted over his wild promises to save the administration $1 trillion. Bessent apparently called Musk out and said, "You promised us $1 trillion in cuts, and now you're at like $100 billion, and nobody can find anything. What are you doing?" And that's when Elon got physical. It's a sore subject with him. It wasn't an argument, it was a physical confrontation. Elon basically shoved him. Bannon said that Trump 100% sided with Bessent after the clash, saying, "I don't think Bessent has any bad blood, but he's got a job to do and he's going to do it." And news of the confrontation was confirmed by White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, who said, "It's no secret Trump has put together a team of people who are incredibly passionate about the issues impacting our country. Disagreements are a normal part of any healthy policy process, and ultimately everyone knows they serve at the pleasure of Trump." Elon, meanwhile, was asked about the black eye during this Oval Office press conference, and he blamed it on his kid. He said that little X, the name of his kid, did this because he asked him to punch him in the face, and the kid obliged. Okay. Anyway, I think this Daily Mail reporting is giving us a bit more insight into what actually happened here. Remember to add the Midas Touch podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify for more.
I can't believe we actually got news like this today. The girlies are fighting even more now. Can you believe it? It's gotten so bad. There is video of the muskrat with a black eye. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody has actually punched the muskrat in the face. I may not be a fan of his economic policies, and I absolutely don't like the way he defends the orange man and his stupid tariffs. But Scott Bessent, you might have actually done something that millions of Americans have been waiting to do. You gave the muskrat a two-piece with no biscuits. It's about time somebody did it, and now this is where I think things will get really interesting. I've said before, once these two narcissists part ways and they decide they don't want to work together anymore, the drama begins. He is leaving having been punched in the face, stealing the wife of the sweaty thumb known as Stephen Miller, and he has been talking a lot of smack about these tariffs and that big beautiful bill. I think he's just trying to sell more cars, so none of that stuff is fooling me. But we all know the taco man has the most fragile ego on the planet, so anytime somebody speaks against whatever he's doing, he throws a little hissy fit. But how is he going to push back on the man who may or may not have done some dirty work behind the scenes to actually put him in that seat. Hey, I don't know what's going on, but what I do know is that these breakups are never clean. You can hear me break this down more on my daily podcast, The Lime Room. You can check it out, it's on my Substack. But whenever the orange man decides he is not friends with somebody in the public eye, oh, it becomes very, very spicy. People's businesses suffer. People get tangled up with the law. People start dropping information that may or may not want to get out. Boy, oh boy, I bet you these two have all types of secrets about each other. I'm very curious to see where this is going to go.
Baby, you elect a clown, expect a circus.
What is your eye okay? What happened to your eye? I noticed there was a bruise there.
Well, it wasn't. I wasn't anywhere near France, so. But.
What does that mean?
No,
I didn't notice it.
First lady of France.
I didn't notice.
So, yeah, no, I was just horsing around with little X, and I said, "Go ahead, punch me in the face," and he did. Turns out, even a 5-year-old punching you in the face actually does.
That was X that did it?
Yeah,
X could do it. If you knew X,
I saw his mom right now. But I didn't really feel much at the time, and then I guess it bruises up. But I just horsing around with the kids.
I didn't notice it actually.
Sorry, y'all, I'm sitting downstairs next to the Garden and it's on the watering cycle, but who believes that? If you believe that, I got some magic beans for sale. Me and little X was playing around and I told X to punch me in the face and he punched me in the face. What? That's a close-up of the black eye. And you know it's going to look worse than that. It looks worse as it heals. You know, it was rumored that a couple of months ago that Elon Musk and Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, got into a confrontation. Yeah, it wasn't a shouting match. It was a confrontation, according to Steve Bannon. Hold on. Yeah. Daily Mail did an article about it. Elon Musk and Scott Bessent got into a shoving match outside of the Oval Office. Former chief strategist Steve Bannon told the Daily Mail that Musk's turbulent time in the White House was marred when he physically shoved 62-year-old Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent after he was confronted over wild promises to save the administration $1 trillion. Scott Bessent called him out and said, "You promised us $1 trillion in cuts, and now you're at like 100 billion, and nobody can find anything. What are you doing?" Steve Bannon went on to say, and that's when Elon got physical. It's a sore subject for him. It wasn't an argument. It was a physical confrontation. Elon basically shoved him. Bannon said the physical altercation came as the two billionaires moved from the Oval Office to outside the Chief of Staff, Susie Wild's office, and then outside the office of the then National Security Advisor, Mike Waltz. Y'all remember Mike Waltz? He was the one that was responsible for bringing in that journalist on that Signal chat. Yeah, they was fighting all over outside of the Oval Office. Bannon said Trump 100% sided with Bessent after the clash. "I don't think Bessent has any bad blood, but he's got a job to do and he's going to do it." The revelation of the confrontation between the pair was confirmed by White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt. Remember, they asked Carolyn Leavitt about the confrontation, and Carolyn Leavitt said tempers flare and boys will be boys, some crap like that. So who did Elon piss off on his way out the door to end up with a black eye? Shoot, I was going to say, when is Bob Woodward's next book coming out? But yeah, Bob Woodward has been banned from the White House. Who's the one taking the notes to write the book on this administration? Nobody? Nobody? Who's writing the book? That's what I want to know. Who's writing the book? And if it's Jake Tapper, I want no parts of it.
I wanted to ask quickly, Mr. Musk, is your eye okay? What happened to your eye? I noticed there's a bruise there.
This is so ghetto. This is the most ghetto presidency to date. It's ghetto. You got these thugs in here punching each other. This is ghetto. Carry on.
So Elon Musk was just spotted with a black eye inside the Oval Office after
I was wondering how long it's gonna take for all the motherfucking egos to get heated. It's too many motherfucking egos in one motherfucker. I knew somebody was gonna have to punch somebody in the fucking face. How about that Joker got mad because Besson questioned him about that $1 trillion? Joker, you only got us 100 million. And he pushed Besson. We don't know, but I'm putting this out there. I'm saying Besson punched him in the face. Elon Musk is saying his son punched him. Why did his son punch him? He said because he asked his son to punch him in the eye. What? Yeah, we ain't going for that one. Besson clocked the shit out. You push that man, the man said, whop. Now, I don't know that to be true, but I'm going to stand on it because it make me laugh. Stupid motherfuckers.
So his exit interview went well, huh? Oh, poor Elon. Karma's a business.
And they say women are too emotional to lead. Elon just getting bitch slapped by Treasury Secretary. Black eye looks good on him.
And this asshole blamed his kid. He said his kid hit him in the eye. Father.
So let me get this straight. Elon Musk is now throwing hands with the people he was simping for? That's weird. Must have realized that he didn't read the room. That's the problem. Musk didn't read the room. And so now he's losing money on his Teslas. He's losing money everywhere else. I mean, he gained a bunch of money by working for Trump and buying the presidency for Trump and then co-presidency with Trump for the last 100 days. Just killing all the social programs that the right loves to use, and now they're losing. But now they're all fighting. That's so weird. But I like it.
Just wasn't around with little X, and I said, go ahead, punch me in the face, and he did.
Now you think we're about to believe that you told your son to go ahead and punch you in the face, and that's how you got a black eye? Bitch, please. Like, the delusion. What can I say to make myself look tough and cool and avoid telling the truth about why I got a black eye? I'll be honest, I don't give a fuck how you got a black eye. I couldn't care less. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that you stood up there and lied on your kid like that, like it's wild. It's wild. Or play devil's advocate. Maybe he really did. Maybe he really did tell his son, punch me in the face. And, excuse me, that also just goes to show how fucking dumb you are. Who does that? Go ahead, son. Sock it to me. Like, I guess that's what fucking billionaires do. What? What are you teaching your kid, too? You know what I mean? To just go ahead and rock people? What? But I digress. I think he's lying. He's lying. His kid didn't fucking black his eye.
Asked about the black eye during this Oval Office press conference, and he blamed it on his kid. He said that little X.
What do you expect from him? Of course he's going to blame the child. And then he told him to do it. And the kid said, okay. Bam. Teaching your child violence? Nobody called CPS on these folks yet? You know what I mean? Now, if the shoe...
So Elon Musk was just spotted with a black eye inside the Oval Office after...
Well, look, it's hurting itself in its confusion.
So Elon Musk was just spotted with a black eye inside the Oval Office after
That's our White House. And people are throwing fists, and people are throwing fists in the White House. You know, it's funny. I was gonna say that they're really no better than Delta Tau Chi, but in all honesty, they're Omega Theta Pi, just not as classy. If you know, you know.
These reactions are taking me out, but most importantly, for me, it reminds me of my childhood. That, over here they say an old person does not commit a mistake. An adult does not commit a mistake as long as there's a child right there. The children are the ones that are supposed to be blamed for everything. And the glass is broken. Gracie, why did you break that? Who broke this? Yeah, find someone to blame for whatever that is happening. Oh, this place is smelly, who passed some gas? You kids, you be eating a lot of food, you eating this and that, and then you're here spoiling polluting our air. That's exactly what Musk did. Even when proof is out there that there was some confrontation, he still wants to, act brave and find someone to blame for this. But it is very interesting how I understand that in situations you can be friends with your kids and they can do stuff to you, but even, Donald Trump is out there supporting his, like, if you know X, he can actually do it. Well, it's not that people don't believe it. I mean, yeah, kids can do stuff, but in this situation, I think even a child can spot a lie, from an adult, right? Quite a number of people in the comment sections of these reactions are saying, this is the most ghettoist government that we have seen. Like, these people are so ghetto. They literally be fighting and shoving each other, like in the Oval Office, right? Like in the Oval Office, not even like, man, this is crazy. And I think from day one, it was very, very much visible that there's quite a number of these people that were not going to really work with each other so well, because this looked like it is a power struggle. There are those that wanted to have more relevance, and they saw Elon, just surpassing them and just assuming and just securing so much. And apparently he's not the type that was voted, or even like it's the Americans that entrusted him. It's just a few individuals in the office that decided to put him out there, and they're like, how dare you bring this quota? And he is acting with so much, authority, right? So I think it was very, very much visible from the beginning that there was going to be like a scuffle of power, of who says what, who does what, and all of that. And yeah, people that are saying, this is like the most ghettoist government, I mean, it's the facts are there, like evidence is there. I mean, what is not there to see? But yeah, those are the reactions of the people. And apparently he secured himself a black eye before he left. I don't know who did this to him. He says it's the kid. Man, kids. If I was to react the African way, I'd be like, man, kids really, really go through a lot. Like I was beginning, they are the ones, like everything that goes wrong, everything that is messed up, it's the kids, right? But I mean, those are signs of a narcissist. Yeah, they don't take accountability. They are not transparent. They would rather blame somebody. Imagine lying on your kid, right? If at all he's lying. I mean, but who is going to believe this story? Like, do you guys believe it? I find it so hard to to believe this, especially with people that have made quite a number of lies, right? That even boldly say, you know, I might be caught up in lies in so many times, you know, you have to fact check me. He's literally just telling you, you know what, you have to hold him accountable because he also doesn't know what he's doing. Meanwhile, there are also stories that are coming up that this man has been, you know, using drugs. Yeah, he's been using that and abusing it consistently. And to be honest, it's just something unsettling. I always see it. Understand that is he autistic? They say he's autistic or something like that. Man, it's just something that is quite unhuman about him. But I want you guys to let me know what you think in the comment section. That was his made up lies, and people were able to see through it. They're like, you know what, don't act like we have not been seeing these things. And for people to even justify, especially that Caroline whatever Levitt, for her to even justify this ghetto-ness, they be accusing black people that they are the ones that are throwing punches. Meanwhile, punches are flying in the White House. Yeah, like seriously, punches are flying in the White House, and then you accuse black people of being ghetto. Like the ghettoest people are them palm-colored people. They are so ghetto. But the difference is ghetto culture in palm-coloredness neighborhoods, it is justified, right? In the black community, no, that's that. You can do that, right? But meanwhile, there are old people, responsible, educated billionaires that are throwing punches at each other. I want you guys to let me know what you think in the comment section. I think from me for today, that's it. The reactions are right there. Yes, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it. I'll see you in another amazing video. Until then, my name is Chrissy, and I love all of you. Bye-bye.